Joseph YouTube, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Trisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Do you guys remember the video I did recently about the possibility, very likely possibility, of women being drafted into the military?
Ladies 18 to 26, hope you're ready to get drafted. It is not just the boys that will get drafted in World War III. There are several consultants to the White House and the Pentagon, like Lieutenant Colonel Joe Plinzler, who has not only requested for women to be drafted, but a mandatory draft for all citizens. So good luck.
Well, here are more videos of strong, independent feminists reacting to that news. No more wasting time. Let's get it.
If women are drafted to the military, I am most excited to see the confrontation between commanding officers and the girls. You think we're gonna let you yell at us? You think we're gonna do something without a please and thank you? We've all had controlling ex-boyfriends. We know not to put up with that bullshit. Like, let's sit down and have a conversation about what you want and what I want, and we'll reach a happy medium. Because there's no way I'm doing what you want when you use that tone with me. You think you can push us around like you do with these men? Think again, baby. You're gonna learn some manners.
Shut up! Oh my God!
So apparently they're drafting us to the military next, so this is how I would do my bun. Like, I just want to know, are we trying to go for like a super cute and hot look, or are we going like casual, chill, you know?
Wow.
So, you know, Biden said that women will be drafted, right? Y'all, I have been dying at these videos. Y'all, let's get started. Can you play my war playlist on Spotify? After Nuck If You Buck. Okay, but I literally can't find the off button. If I don't take a little nappy nap, I'm gonna get cranky.
It's not funny.
As someone who got rejected from the military a few years ago because I failed the hearing test, I'm not going in the draft. I'm not interested anymore. Thank you, though.
Unfortunately for you, ma'am, if a women's draft comes, you don't have an effing choice. As in, you are going to war whether you like it or not if you meet the requirements. What do you think of that, Coffee?
Chief had such an attitude this morning. Do you think he's mad at me? He's literally such a Gemini. Oh my God. I closed my rings on my Apple Watch. It's giving G.I. Jane. It's giving Cadet Kelly.
One eternity later.
Are you sure this is where you dropped your rape? Wait, get this from my Instagram.
If us single women get drafted into the military, we will be kicked out immediately because we all already have PTSD from the dating pool in 2023.
All units, my tummy hurts. I'm gonna need a warm blankie and a cup of hot chalky.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Tell me why I tried this slick back bun today. I look like a egg. Or I look like I'm about to draft for the military. Like, what the fuck?
Starting 2023, women will now be required to register for selective service, which...
So you're saying... we're gonna possibly fly us women to the other side of the world from our family and our children, and you're gonna give us weapons and food we don't have to cook? I mean, I can see the logic. It makes a lot of sense to send like 1 million moms. You want something stomped out, you want something stopped, you want nuclear war. Send 1 million moms. Send 1 million Southern moms. We ain't playing.
That could be the DoorDash order I tried to order. I don't know where I'm going. I'm literally about to cry. I think I hit something. Oh well. Everyone be quiet. I'm in my reading era. All right?
Unfortunately, if God forbid World War III broke out, most modern women would think it's a joke. They'll be on TikTok until they realize the gravity of the situation.
They're drafting people in Russia. Drafting. It's called partial drafting. So the men are divided into 3 categories. The first category is before 35 years old, but with a military experience. So whoever served in the army will be drafted first. I already got drafted. So my best friend, he managed to leave the country yesterday. My dad at least too old, but my best friend, she cannot live with her husband. They don't have any money.
Okay, but this comment section? Girl, I use my period to get out of PE. I'm not fighting in a war. I'm cropping my military jacket. There better be a Dunkin' near our military base. Can't go otherwise. Do they have a Lululemon version of the uniform? My mom says I can't go if there will be boys. My mom has to meet everyone's parents before I go. If they're visiting, I should stand my ground and say no to anything that makes me uncomfortable. If I wear a skirt, will someone wear a skirt with me? I'm in my healing era, sorry. Are they sure? Because I be letting my emotions get the best of me.
346 minutes later.
Okay, but hear me out. What if we did brunch instead? Can we do this via Zoom? I can send a calendar invite.
We picked one hell of a generation to start World War III. Because this generation can't even fight anxiety from being called the wrong pronoun.
This chick seemed to have tapped into her inner femininity following the announcement of a possible women's draft. I'm sure a lot of women will magically learn to make the most delicious sandwiches as soon as World War III breaks out. All of a sudden, staying out of the streets and finding a good man won't be such a challenge.
If women are drafted to the military, I think another fun thing that I'm excited about are the tank rides. Like, you know, we're going to be blasting Taylor Swift in One Direction with the stereo all the way up, scream singing at the top of our lungs, because we don't let anything kill the vibes.
Somebody has requested a gossip and drama Vincent situation. Gossiping is not tolerated, but we will hold the day where we blow off steam and we say things with our chest. The mediators will be the autistic ladies because they are unbiased, they're straight to the point, and they are honest, and I don't want to hear no back talk to them. I expect the hot Cheeto ladies to have their back. The clean girls will have the duty of checking in on the depressed girls and making sure they are drinking their water and brushing their teeth. Depressed girls, you are in charge of the playlist. No more gatekeeping. Everybody knows you have one for every type of vibe and emotion. We love you and we need you. I'm putting the blonde white girls on the battle boats because I've never seen a boat full of blonde white girls that ain't lit as fuck. We need that type of energy for every loss and victory. If you have thin eyebrows in 2023, you will be going undercover and obtaining information from the opposing side, because if you could pull off thin eyebrows, you could pull off anything. Pick means all you can do is shut up and be the first in line of battle since you want to be chose so bad. I would also like to address the complaints of the 10-minute video watch time of the Fresh and Fit podcast. Somebody has labeled it as cruel and unusual punishment, end quote, for leaving hair in the shower. So instead I have changed it to walking in place in a wet puddle of mud with socks on for 5 minutes. So enjoy the sensory overload.
Do you guys remember the military chick that went viral for crying on TikTok and had a mental breakdown after realizing she might have to go to war after signing up for the military?
Well, I'm gonna try to keep it together. But so I just want to make this TikTok because I was just on live this morning, and of course we all know Russia invaded Ukraine. But in this TikTok, like, of course, you know, okay, I'm in uniform, everybody knows what's going on. So of course everybody coming in with the Ukraine, Russia, and all of that, you know, comments or whatever, asking questions, and I'm just like, I'm not here for that. I'm not addressing any of that. But then, like, it's just like, I really hated how people are so insensitive, especially like, and it's like, it's the civilians, but they're so insensitive to like what military people really go through. This is my first term, and like, it's like, y'all, like, what makes me so mad is like, y'all are so insensitive. Y'all want to talk about, oh, this is what you signed up for, this is what you... Nobody goes into the military wanting to go to war, thinking they're going to go to war. I'm financed, for crying out loud. Nobody thinks this is going to happen. But, like, civilians, y'all get to go home, y'all get to go to y'all families, y'all go to work, y'all know what y'all life is going to be. My life is so unpredictable. I could be deployed within the next few days. Like, I really just, like... I didn't come into the army for this, and it really, like, it hurts me, like, and I don't really like to let stuff affect me, but this is affecting me because this is my life. But if anything, I really just want people to be like, be more sensitive to the situation, because this is my life we're talking about. Like, there's potential that, like, honestly, like, there's potential that anybody going over there can't come back, won't come back. So it's just, honestly, I don't even know why I'm making this, but it's just like, people talking about the situation, like, please just keep in mind, these are real people that have families, people that have children, and y'all making jokes about it, and y'all this and y'all all of that, and these trolls. I'm like, these are real people, real life situations. Like, please just be sensitive to stuff, because, like, I'm not gonna lie to any of you, I'm scared as hell right now. I'm just, But to all my battles out there, good luck to all of us, because oh man, oh god, this has not been an easy morning. I was up till 2 a.m. last night, and then it's just like the Army's not the only thing going on in my life right now. So it's just like, this is just more added on to it, but we strong, we gonna get through it. Yeah.
Okay, I absolutely love like the women's draft jokes that everyone was posting, and all the like reels and TikToks everyone was posting about it. Like, I thought it was hilarious, and like I even joined in and I posted a few. But I had a friend of mine, like, and this wasn't even some rando like messaging me, like insulting me, but I had a friend who's also in the military say to me, like, I hate this trend. I feel like it like is disrespectful towards women in the service. It like shows that like they can't take anything seriously, yada yada, like this is going against like women's progression in the military. And I was just like, I respectfully have to disagree. Like, I think this trend is really great, because it actually does show like you can be in the military, you can be a woman in the military and still like maintain your personality, like keep doing the same things that you would be doing otherwise, like be that girly pop or whatever, and still be a strong leader. And for me, like, that was something that I kind of went through when I first joined the Army. It was hard for me to kind of keep that balance. And like, my mom is a retired colonel, and I remember like telling her like, oh, like, I baked cookies for my platoon, like I helped run like a battalion bake sale, and I raised like $600 for the battalion ball. And she was just like, I can't believe you did that, like, you're filling into the female stereotype and like all of that. And I was just like, how are you upset that I raised $600 for the battalion? And same thing, I had a sergeant major like threatened to fire my platoon sergeant for me baking cookies and bringing it into my platoon. And again, I wasn't like, oh, mom made cookies, like, haha. It was like, hey, like, I'm doing something that's gonna raise morale, like I'm leaving on the desk, if anyone wants some, like, go to my office and grab a cookie if you want it. Like, I wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, there's a way to do it. And like, I just thought all of those jokes that everyone was posting were really funny, because a lot of them actually were relatable. And I've had people in my unit say to me, like, I had another lieutenant say to me, like, you are the most like strong and like kind of bad of leader that's still like full on girly pop. And I was like, and he was like, it's just such a weird contradiction. I'm like, why does it have to be, cut me off there. I was like, why does it have to be a contradiction? Like, yes, like I can be like an assertive leader, like I can be aggressive and strong and like have a conversation with someone if something doesn't get done that I asked to, like I can still have that conversation with you.
You can't make this shit up. This woman's plan for a world war is to bake cookies to raise morale. I mean, I get it, but let's be honest. That's not the conversation here. The conversation here is that for years, modern women have claimed that they can do anything a man can do. And they did not stop there. They claimed they can do anything a man can do and do it better. Well, it's time to show the world your combat skills, ladies.
And like set out my expectations again. And like, you know what I mean? Like I can still be a strong leader, but I can still, you know, have cute nails and carry my little Stanley around and like make baked goods and bring them in. Like you do not have to separate the two. Like you can do both. And that's why I really like this trend, because it shows a lot of women that you can still maintain that aspect of yourself when you are in the military. Like you do not, like they are not separate things. Like you can really do both. And I think that's something that can be really valuable in a leader, especially like either a leader that is surrounded by mostly women that like can relate to that, or a woman that is a leader in a like mostly male unit, because like it shows that like you can still be a confident, competent leader, like while still being girly and still being fun and still joking around. But that's just my 2 cents on it.
And I don't know if they're still letting people leave. Yesterday night they did, but if you received an like army letter invitation, you cannot leave. If you leave, it will be immediate 10-year sentence in jail.
Ladies 18 to 26, hope you're ready to get drafted.
Not Leonardo DiCaprio's entire dating demographic, girl. The whole dating pool, y'all couldn't even leave the 25-year-old. That's crazy. I'm about to get canceled for this. Don't worry about it, honey. He's not lying. He's not lying. He is on a plane. He's on a plane right now. He's on the way to Capitol Hill. He will be landing in T-minus 15 minutes to get this squared the way. He will fight for you till the very end, and if all else fails, he will be standing with you, shoulder to shoulder. Him and all the rest of them, including some members of Congress, but we don't got to talk about that right now. And if all else fails, and I say this with love, you're mentally ill. You will not be passing the psych eval, so I don't even think you got to worry about it anyway.